All right. So now that we've learned about what summer schools are, let's dive into the pros and cons of summer school. According to me, the first pro of going to a summer school is that you get to learn so much about different subjects, different career choices, different professions. So what exactly happens in summer schools is कि starting when you have a seminar, and there's so many activities also, but then in the seminars and in the presentations that they give you, they tell you about the different subjects. You get to dive deep into all of those subjects. आपको information मिलती है काफ़ी कुछ उसके बारे में, practical information मिलती है उन subjects के बारे में. Then you can see कि उस subject से आप क्या क्या career choices ले सकते हो, क्या क्या professions में आप जा सकते हो. So काफ़ी detailed आपको एक experience मिल जाता है. So it gives you a lot of food for thought. So when you are doing your own career planning, तो आपको एक क्लैरिटी होती है. You have a sense of clarity about okay, this is something that I'm good at. This I'm sure कि मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा या फिर I'm not cut out for it. So this is off the chart. So during the career planning process, now I can focus on these and these. These are the 2-3 subjects that I want to focus on, and now I will do further research on it. So आपको एक basic fundamental understanding मिल जाती है of all the subjects and all the things that you can do later on after you graduate from college. I think the kind of independence and the decision-making abilities that you get after going to a summer school, I think that for me is a major pro. Frankly, I feel कि students, especially Indian students की अगर हम बात करें, हमारे घर में उतनी ज़्यादा डिसीजन मेकिंग में हमारा से होता नहीं है. और I'm sure this has changed now, but earlier at least we would not have that much of a say in the household things. So when you are going to a summer school, which is probably in a different city than you reside in, you have to travel alone, or maybe your parents can accompany you, and they can have you settled in the summer school, institute. बट ये जो बाकी 2 या 3 हफ्ते जो आप समर स्कूल में निकालोगे, इट इज़ कम्प्लीटली योर चॉइस ऑफ हाउ यू वांट टू कंडक्ट योरसेल्फ. सो एक डिसीजन मेकिंग आती है कि ओके, दिस इज़ व्हाट आई वांट टू डू, दिस इज़ व्हाट आई डोंट वांट. You get confident about yourself, you get independent. So I think that is मुझे personally लगता है कि that is a really good pro for going to a summer school. Next comes the networking aspect of it. जब आप किसी summer school जाते हो, you get to meet people from different parts of the world or different parts of a country, and you kind of get to learn about different thought processes, different perspectives, different cultures. So networking, I think, is something which is very very important aspect for your career growth. And I think for a lot of high school students, networking begins from their summer schools. क्योंकि you're meeting people from so many different cultures, so many different parts of the country or the world, and then you're meeting them, you're making friends with a lot of them. And this networking not only improves your communication skills, but it also works a lot on your critical thinking skills, your analytical reasoning, your logics, everything. So I think it's a major plus. If you're planning to study abroad, then profile building is something which is very, very important for you. And profile building ka one of the main constituents is, have you attended summer school? So summer school अगर आपने attend किया होता है, the admission officers will know that yes, you know a little bit about what you are stepping into, and this makes them feel that you are slightly above the average people who have also registered themselves or are planning to take admission in that university. So it gives you a competitive edge over the students. So I think it's a major plus when you talk about profile building and if you want to study abroad. A lot of summer school programs also offer credits for college. Now what happens is that if you take up a summer school program in a particular university, you might have those credits transferred when you actually start going to college. So you can get your credits transferred, you can graduate early, you can during your undergraduate studies you can probably focus on a lot more other things because you have less things to study now because you already have credits for that particular subject. So I think that's again a major plus. Now one thing that even I have experienced as a child, that जब भी मेरी summer vacations होती थी, April, May, so March the session would end, April new session would begin. So whenever I used to come to a new class in April and May, जो भी मैं पढ़ती थी, I would forget when the schools would reopen in July. So बेसिकली जो अप्रैल मई का टाइम था वो मेरे लिए बेकार जाता था बिकॉज whatever learning I used to do during that time, I would forget everything by the end of the summer vacation, and July में again दिमाग पूरा खाली. So educators call this as the summer slide. So summer schools are also important for you to keep in touch with education and keep in touch with the studies that you've been doing in the past. I think I am somebody who likes the idea of summer schools. So I don't have a lot of cons in mind, but I did go through the internet and research the popular cons about going to summer school. So just want to speak about them one by one. So the first is cost. Now I know that there are so many universities जिनकी summer school programs बहुत expensive होते हैं, but there are so many other options, and there's so many Indian options of Indian summer schools जहाँ पे उतना ज़्यादा expensive नहीं है. It's fairly priced, and even for something as low as 10,000 rupees for 2 weeks. So I think that is something which is I think you can spend 10,000 rupees for a summer school program to learn about the various advantages that I've listed out earlier. Second, what people say is limited time break. So I think I would like to disagree कि time break limit हो जाता है, because summer school is generally 2 or 3 weeks. आपकी summer vacations काफ़ी लंबी होती हैं. Even if you're spending say 2-3 weeks for a summer school, I don't think that should be a problem, because the rest of the time you can spend with your friends and family. Then the last con of summer schools is social life. तो आपकी social life impact हो जाती है. Well, to be honest, अगर मैं अपनी बात करूँ, when I was young, during my summer vacations, I would go to my nanny's house. Yes. So I did not have a social life back then, and I do not have a social life. No, I have a social life right now. Anyway, social life, I think the kind of networking, the kind of friendships that you can make in summer schools kind of is an important factor. And आप अपने घर आके वापस अपने फ्रेंड्स, अपने नेबरहुड वाले रिलेटिव्स या सबसे आप बात कर ही सकते हो. सो आई डोंट थिंक इट इम्पैक्ट्स इट creates a negative impact on your social life. I think it uplifts and upgrades you as a person. And जितने ज़्यादा आपकी communication skills अच्छी होंगी, उतना ज़्यादा आपकी social life भी अच्छी होगी. So I don't think it's a disadvantage at all. So now that we've covered the pros and cons of summer school, let's dive into the top 5 summer schools in India.